King of Sports, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Welcome everyone, it is New Japan Strong Style Evolve Night 1. It's Ian Riccaboni, Matt Raywald, it's the King and the Prince, right?
Oh baby, it's gonna be a good one.
And it starts off with a huge opening contest. We're gonna see two members of Chaos take on two members of Team Filthy, but it's a little bit more than that, Matt.
There's some personal issues here. I was there when Black Tiger himself showed up in Philadelphia, dropping Rocky Romero in the dead center of the ring. You know Rocky's got some hard feelings in this one.
Certainly, and hard feelings are no stranger to our second match that you will see here tonight. We'll see Finjuice, former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, take on the team of Jonah and the returning Shane Haste making his New Japan Strong debut.
And what a way to do it. This personal issue involving the Finley family. How will it get settled in the ring tonight?
Well, I will tell you how we will end the night. It will be with a strong open weight championship bout. The first and only Filthy Tom Lawlor looking to make his 8th successful defense, taking on the Wild Rhino, Clark Connors.
Dude, it's gonna be wild. Clark Connors has been on a hell of a roll. Finally threw off the lasso that was TJP, the United Empire, and now has made his way to the strong openweight champion. But you want to talk about streaks. Tom Lawlor, undefeated as champion. This is going to be a tall task for Clark Connors.
Well, let's waste no more time. Let's get to the action here. Opening night of Strong Style Evolved.
Opening match 20分一本勝負を行います。
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us here. The Strong Style Evolved Tour kicks off in the Coliseum here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Ian Riccaboni, Matt Raywald calling the action. We're so glad you're here. We're so glad we're here because this is going to start things off hot. A tag team encounter that has a little bit of a personal issue.
Absolutely. There you see two members of the infamous Team Filthy in front of your screen. The big man, the beast, JR Kratos behind him. Not to be forgotten, the infamous current Black Tiger, who's had more than his share of issues with one Rocky Romero over the last few months.
For fans that may just be joining us, Black Tiger, of course, is a very popular or infamous character in the lore of New Japan. And this is Black Tiger 8, technically. Now, he's been called Underground Black Tiger. Kevin Kelly's taken it a little bit further, using the word bootleg, because he doesn't he doesn't feel that this is sort of officially in the lineage.
Well, as you alluded to there, it's something usually carried with honor, passed down from Superstar.
And what a history, too. I mean, Rollerball Rocco, Eddie Guerrero, Tomohiro Ishii, and Rocky Romero are some of the names.
There's your through line, my friend.
They've assumed the identity of Black Tiger, who's usually sent by the Tiger Cave to seek vengeance on Tiger Mask. But the reason I think we all believe that this Black Tiger is different is because he's not seeking vengeance on Tiger Mask. He's seeking it on Rocky Romero.
Black Tiger versus Black Tiger scenario here. Rocky taking none too kindly to it. I was there in Philadelphia when this current Black Tiger showed up, dropped Rocky Romero in the dead center of the ring, joined with Team Filthy. It was a harrowing sight.
Well, there you see Wheeler Yuta leading the team representing Chaos. Wheeler Yuta, of course, coming to us courtesy of All Elite Wrestling. But he and Rocky Romero first met in Ring of Honor back in 2021. And he earned the respect of Rocky Romero there. And no respect there from Black Tiger. As JR Kratos now sending Wheeler Yuta to the outside.
And this one's already starting off.
And this
fast and furious, and chaos has ensued, no pun intended.
Rocky sent to the inside. Rocky has been on a quest to get his name on the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship because he's a one-time champion, but he did that under the assumed identity of Black Tiger.
That's right.
So the championship does not say Rocky Romero, it says Black Tiger.
Whoa!
Wow! Beautiful Hurricane Rana there. Ooh!
But of course, we are in a tag team contest tonight, and Rocky Romero, a multi-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. Would love to keep adding to the singles division, though, of course.
And there's his half of the strong zero. Planting Black Tiger, hooking the leg. 2. Referee Stefan Smith there for the cover. Now we're seeing Wheeler Yuta for the first time. You know, he's been making all the right moves as we see a suplex, and Yuta is
boom.
And we talk about this with the Young Lions as we see a cover here. He's been fighting guys like Jeff Cobb, Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, Pac, Penta, Adam Cole. So he is putting himself into situations to get himself better at just 25 years old.
That's right. I mean, you want to talk about facing the best of the best. Many of those names fit right up there with them.
Ducking the clothesline, standing switch here. Oh, look at that. Lures him in to go back through the middle. Nice drop kick from Yuta. Going for the cover here, hooks the leg one. The 1 count.
Smart tactics there. Playing a few little mind games with Black Tiger. And oh, taking a right hand to the big man. I don't know. Good idea, bad idea?
I wouldn't mess with JR Kratos.
I mean, maybe that slap from Regal several weeks back really woke him up.
And drawing a line, telling him to come on in, but Stefan Smith rightfully pointing out that JR Kratos is not the legal man. Oh, but it left him open to Black Tiger.
All the points in the world for the gusto, for the moxie, but man, never turn your back on your opponent. Day 1.
And look at this monster, JR Kratos. You know, Kevin Kelly once said that this was the best kept secret on the West Coast. Oh. I think the secret's out. Oh! As Kratos sends Yuta off the ropes. Boom! Right on the lion mark, hooks the leg. 2.
JR Kratos, who you know still has to have Alex Coughlin on his mind. Would love to get some revenge for that match that they shared a while back. Still feeling the pain from that loss. And his pain turns into anger very, very quickly.
And look at this, the showboating. You know, a lot of things going on right now in New Japan. New Japan Strong, of course, just 2 weeks away from Windy City Riot. Oh! And we know Team Filthy will have a healthy and full dance card on that night.
100%. We could see some bodies getting tossed like that all over Chicago. Make sure you check that one out. FITE TV, it will be can't miss.
Oh, and the headbutt right to the obliques. If you ever got sucker punched in the obliques, you know that is a painful experience.
Ooh. As is, you know, raking someone's eyes with a boot.
Well, I was putting it in perspective of the common man, but you have the wrestling experience, sure.
Trust me.
Yeah, oh, God. And look at Black Tiger. This guy is so familiar. I think I narrowed it down. I think I might know who it is.
You willing to put some money on that, Ian?
No. gave up gambling long ago. Don't tell my wife. Oh! Jawbreaker there, and it's Yuta off the ropes. Sunset flip.
Oh, we got him over.
1, 2. 2 count there, and Yuta coming in to try and keep the momentum going. A great move, but Black Tiger just 1 step ahead. That's why I think it is a ring veteran from Rocky Romero's past. Rocky seems to know who it is.
I mean, you would have to. I mean, the way that it's gotten so personal, targeting Rocky like that. And just the way, the moves he makes, the decisions this Black Tiger is making, I agree with you. It's got to be a veteran.
And again, like you, Matt, I admire the gusto of Wheeler Yuta. He's in trouble here. He should really think about making a tag here.
I don't know if he has the choice when he's in there with someone like JR Kratos, who can just manhandle you pillar to post.
Clothesline sends him down, driving him down. Now hooking the leg, 2. Did you see the look he shot Rocky Romero as he
wants him to know, I got your partner right where I want him.
Tag.
5 minutes at pass. 5 minutes.
Tag
Wheeler
made-
Yuta is nothing if not all heart, but it's going to take a lot more than heart to win this pro wrestling contest.
Going to the mat here. Pinfall gets one.
And see, I give a lot of credit to Kratos and Black Tiger here. They take a lot of pinfall coverage, a lot of lateral presses, forcing Wheeler Yuta, in addition to all the pain he's going through, to kick out over and over and over again, which wears you out more than people realize.
Top double wrist lock. Yuta gets to his feet, but Black Tiger sends him right back down.
And here it is, the personal issue.
Ooh, look at this. Yuta rolls him up. 1, 2.
There's the opening Wheeler Yuta might have needed.
Oh, and instead, on instinct, went to the neutral corner. Could not find his own. And it's JR Kratos here. And this is going to be the interesting thing for me. You know, Yuta only a recent addition to Chaos, but Black Tiger, the underground Black Tiger and JR Kratos, they've been running since October, right?
Yes. And Kratos been with Team Filthy even longer than that. So that continuity there, that team gelling. Oh my God! And now Yuta's, liver might be gel after that.
And Kratos. And look at the positioning of Kratos here, getting himself between Rocky Romero and Wheeler Yuta, so that if Yuta even got to that thought,
he would have a chance to stop him from tagging Rocky Romero. But the fight keeps coming from Yuta. Just in the face. There's another slap.
look at how fearless Yuta is. Into the corner. JR Kratos charges in, back elbow catches him. Second rope on the inside. Oh, nice fake out.
Ooh. Opening up the chance, takes the big man off his feet, and there's the tag to Romero, finally getting back in this matchup. Tiger versus Tiger.
Rocky Romero delivers the chop. Forearm connects, chops and forearms. Irish whip now. Black Tiger sends Rocky into the ropes. Through the legs goes Romero.
Oh.
Rewind, connects on Black Tiger.
His junior heavyweight skills coming out in spades for Romero.
Hook the leg, could be it too. Oh, that's sliced bread. Sliced bread plants him. And Rocky Romero feeling it here against Black Tiger. Wrist lock.
Rocky's got a lot of striking experience as well. In addition to lucha libre, strong style, mixed martial arts, he's got a very wide skill set.
Charging in, Black Tiger, nobody home for him.
Oh!
Wow!
And here we go. Could we see him?
We could be here for a long time.
That's right.
We might be here forever. Corner to corner. Oh! Pounce!
Just like that, Kratos can change the complexion of a matchup.
And Black Tiger, who, if my suspicions are correct, is a skilled tag team wrestler, clearing Wheeler Yuta off the apron, preventing the tag, and now landing Romero with a brainbuster. Hooks the leg. 2. Wow.
Yuta there almost to make the save. Luckily didn't need it. It's Rocky kicked out. Making a fair point here. Great tag team work now between Black Tiger and Kratos. Not their first rodeo here in tag team wrestling, that's for sure, for this Black Tiger.
We see Black Tiger and Kratos now. Ooh, that big right just pops the jaw. Irish whip now into the ropes, ducks down. Yuta catches himself, connects on Black Tiger.
And once again, it's Yuta and Kratos with a dive from Yuta onto Black Tiger. Great presence of mind to continue that momentum all the way to the floor.
Oh, big knee. Big knee catches Kratos. Opening here for Rocky.
Rocky using those veteran instincts of his own, catching a huge tornado DDT on the big man.
Keeps him down, hooks the leg. 2. Wow.
And Kratos, 2 counters there, but he powers Rocky off him.
Matt, you and I were wondering what Rocky's psyche would be coming off the Rivals Tour, coming off that huge bout with Black Tiger. A disappointing outcome for Romero, but he seems to be shaking it off here. Seems to be in control to lead Chaos to victory. Oh, spoke too soon.
Huge spinning side slam from Kratos.
2, 3.
ただいまの試合9分50秒ブラックタイガー JR クレートス組の勝利です。
And Team Filthy showing why they are a dominant force here in New Japan Strong. Give credit where credit's due. Black Tiger coming up big on the Rivals Tour. And then JR Kratos able to take advantage of maybe the psyche of Rocky Romero.
Potentially. Best kept secret over here on the West Coast. Secret no longer. JR Kratos making a statement. All the credit in the world to both Romero and Wheeler Yuta for staying in it, for all the heart, all the kickouts, all the effort. But it is Team Filthy who stands tall at the end of this one. And oh boy, oh baby, we're gonna hear from the Filthy ones.
Great victory. Maybe one of the biggest pins of JR Kratos' career.
Alex! Good old Alex! Reminds me of someone from this crap-ass town that can't make up his mind whether I'm here or I'm not. Am I gonna show up? Am I not? Reminds me of some pussy named Tom Brady.
Only the most accomplished professional football player of all time.
I'll take your word for it.
Who brought, and that's, he's gonna leave it like that, huh?
Well, I told you earlier about how Alex Coglin's still in the head of JR Kratos.
Certainly is, and Kratos, he should be gloating. He beat a man who's held championships in New Japan, in CMLL, Ring of Honor, the list goes on, and that's the music of the man that he called out, and look at, he chiseled. There wasn't any rest in that time off for Alex Coughlin.
No way, Alex Coughlin graduated from the LA Dojo, out here making waves on his own, and has heard enough of JR Kratos.
Going head to head, two bulls locking horns.
And the size difference is real, but I personally know just how strong Coughlin is, and he has no fear, not in an inch of his body. Oh my!
Catches Kratos!
Oh my God!
Catches Kratos! What?
What? Jesus!
Coughlin powering Kratos up and over. Nearly 300 pounds up and over his head, but
Kratos is back to his feet.
Oh, the lariat planting Coughlin down. Unfinished business
but Coughlin's still moving too.
And Coughlin looking for some rights.
The fight is real, and Alex Coughlin, what he just did to Kratos might split most men in half just to do, but Coughlin keeps fighting.
And look at this, they're tied up in the ropes, and finally,
this is a clearly unfinished issue between these two. There is more to this story. There is more to be told.
And fans, we're gonna try and get control of this here. We still have a huge main event.
Kratos tosses security aside.
Oh,
Coughlin, like a javelin, throwing another human being at Kratos, and the fight continues.
Just shrugs him off. And it's Kratos and Coughlin. We're gonna try and get control here. Fans still to come. Strong Openweight title on the line. Clark Connors challenging Filthy Tom Lawlor. Coming up next, huge tag team grudge match, Finjuice versus TMDK, and hopefully we can get some order here.
And finally, some separation for the moment. But something tells me it will only be a moment, as this is unfinished between Coughlin and Kratos.
Tag team action on the way. Coming up next, this is certainly a night of grudge matches here, Matt. We started things off. Black Tiger, Rocky Romero, JR Kratos scoring a huge pinfall in that tag team bout on Rocky Romero. But the grudge in front of us, Jonah, the man leading the way, had been and has been attacking David Finlay and Juice Robinson. They went on to lay out David Finlay's younger brother, 18-year-old Brogdon Finlay, and made David Finlay watch the entire beatdown.
Yeah, this has gotten very personal between Juice, the Finlay family, the top dog Jonah making an example of Finlay's own brother.
And that man you see on your screen,
TMDK 180センチ99キロ
Shane Hayes made his debut to help Bad Dude Tito and Jonah win the tag bout. Back at Rogers.
150打トップドッジ
Now, for fans that aren't familiar, Shane Hayes and Jonah are no strangers to one another, forming the group, the Mighty Don't Kneel TMDK. Now, some fans have described it as torture, murder, death, kill.
I mean, all apropos words to describe what these two are very, very capable of.
With Mikey Nichols, they certainly formed a formidable group in Noah in Australia. But they are facing a formidable team here. Former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. This is a big match team who rises to the occasion, won those titles at Wrestle Kingdom in 2020, and we'll see now if they are ready to take on the Mighty Don't Kneel. And David Finlay charging in.
Oh, you know this, how personal this is for Finlay. Having to watch his own family get beaten down, forced to watch, and already this is spilling out into the floor, into the barricades.
Yeah, I don't even know. The bell obviously has not rung yet as Shane Hayes and Juice Robinson here. No strangers to one another. As Hayes, Robinson blocks it, able to retaliate, sending Hayes into the apron. Hayes.
We're gonna find out if the Coliseum here in St. Petersburg, Florida can even contain this one.
If it's big enough, it might spill out onto the streets of St. Pete. Oh, Shane Hayes now sent to the outside.
Already over the barricade, and now Jonah and Finlay out in the crowd.
Exchanging shots, shot to the body there by Jonah.
And you have to imagine Finlay has been waiting for weeks, for every minute to get his hands on the top dog.
And fans, you cannot take Juice Robinson home with you. As David Finlay now being led to his feet, but also choked by that t-shirt by Jonah. Juice Robinson with the headbutt on Shane Hayes. And this match has not officially started, to my knowledge.
No, the match has not started, but the fight is well underway.
The shocking debut of Shane Hayes a couple of weeks ago on Rivals. On the Rivals tour to attack Finn Juice. That led to a victory from Jonah and Bad Dude Tito, and then the vicious attack on Brogdon Finlay. And this has gotten personal real quick, and we are seeing this spill out.
Gotten personal, this has gotten physical here today real quick.
Shane Hayes trying to slam David Finlay on the wood floor, the exposed wood floor.
Now fighting it both into a sea of chairs here. Back and forth.
Oh, big time headbutt.
We got to get some semblance of order here. We may not even have a match.
Forearm there by Juice Robinson onto Shane Hayes. Referee trying to get control. Double dives! Jonah and Finlay toppled to the floor, still standing.
Two huge cannonballs from both Juice and Shane Hayes into their respective opponents here.
You see the trip on the way out, Juice Robinson.
Shane looking to glow, Juice not letting him.
Sent down to the floor here. Juice Robinson. The colorful gear, don't let that fool you. Think back to the matches and the brawls he had with Hikuleo.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's willing to get dangerous here.
Former IWGP United States champion, but now he eats the floor courtesy of Shane Haste. You see him grabbing at his leg there, and
Whoa!
Finley from out of nowhere sending Shane over the rail.
And we see Shane Haste now sent to the inside by David Finley. David Finley in phenomenal condition, and the bell finally rings, and we are off.
You see in the back of your screen there, Jonah also making his way back to the ring. We have a bell, which maybe means we have a match, which maybe means we'll have a winner.
Now an Irish whip. Shane Haste with the counter. Big drop kick. Shane Haste, one of the best drop kicks in professional wrestling. No doubt about that. Ooh, high angle Saito suplex there.
And now that we have a match, Shane Haste with that drop kick and suplex has turned it firmly in favor of TMDK.
And TMDK, their bond goes back, oh God, to 2012 officially, but even before that, 2010, these two men have known each other. Oh, and Shane Haste has just dumped one of the ringside attendants here. What was that for?
To make a statement.
I'm glad we didn't. Oh, the action's on the inside. Haste is being a big jerk on the outside.
Trying to send whatever message he needs to send.
And now the knee, the shin, into the upper spine of David Finley, who's had shoulder issues in the past. That knee would have affected that as well.
Jonah obviously taking all this attention to the Finley family, but Jonah also got to be focusing ahead, not only on his potential involvement at Windy City Riot 2 weeks away, but also he faces a New Japan legend in Tomohiro Ishii at Impact Wrestling's Rebellion pay-per-view at the end of April here. So Jonah having a full plate of action in front of him.
What a time in wrestling. I mean, between AEW, Impact, New Japan, the relaunch, the start of Ring of Honor. It's quite a time here. We're so glad that we're bringing the stars here in New Japan strong. And that some of these walls and barriers are breaking down.
So many incredible matchups happening all over the world.
The fans chanting for Juice, but it's David Finley who's in trouble here. Another quick tag to Jonah. You know, that match against PCO really showed me that Jonah will do anything for victory. Oh. Reminds me of former foreign heavyweights like Bam Bam Bigelow, like former IWGP heavyweight champion Big Van Vader.
Just turning himself into a cannonball there.
Two. And you don't make those comparisons lightly, because those are absolute top of the top legends.
And something I like to often say about the top dog, the way he moves around the ring, how deliberate he is. I like to say, to borrow a phrase from one of my favorite films, you know, Jonah, you don't really move fast often. That's because Jonah don't gotta move for anybody.
Letting the match come to him. The elbow planting David Finley there.
Likes to control the pace his way.
Front face lock here. Oh, and we saw this in Hollywood. He felt like minutes that he had David Finley in the air there.
He's got the strength for it. One arm now puts him down, dead center of the ring.
Finley in big time trouble here. And again, very practical positioning too. Yes, he was taunting Juice Robinson, but he also put himself in between Finley and Juice so that the tag could not be made.
Preventing the tag, great tag team work from TMDK here. Cutting off Finley.
And look at that boot. Oh, look at the agony on the face of, oh, come on, grabbing the hair. Cut it out. Come on, he's stuck in the corner.
Teamwork makes the dream work, Ian. You may not like it, but it is absolutely effective.
Headbutts now to the midsection as Haste delivers with a European uppercut and one from Finley.
Finley with all the resilience of a third-generation professional wrestler. This business literally is in his veins.
Now into the corner, Haste, nobody home. Back elbow to the spine.
Whoa! Huge tornado DDT.
And the snap and the thrust planting the skull of Shane Hayes. Can he make the tag here, Matt?
This is the opening Finley needs. Juice Robinson wants that tag. He wants it bad.
Outstretched hand, reaches out and touches somebody. It's Juice Robinson and Jonah.
And he meets Jonah in the center of the ring. Big man not going down, but Juice will fight.
His big time forearm. Oh, and here come the jabs, the Larry Holmes style jabs from Juice. And it's the left hand from God.
These two no strangers to each other either.
5分経過 5 minutes have passed 5 minutes 。
The 5 minutes, this has been a war.
That is the longest 5 minutes I've ever felt in my life.
Certainly must have been for David Finley, who now has been relieved, and the freshest man of the match, Juice Robinson, in. But then again, that's right, this is the first 5 official minutes.
True, of this entire melee we've been experiencing.
Oh, and who's biting who? Was that Juice?
Oh, Juice, he's a wild man at heart, you know that. The New Japan Pro Wrestling audience knows that. He doesn't really stick to convention as the cannonball comes firing in.
And delivers on target to Jonah. Oh, but Hayes, who has won so many tag team championships in his career.
Boom!
Looked like he picked the right spot, turned out he didn't.
Huge spine buster taking Haste out of the equation. Now FinJuice looking to work together.
So many tag team combinations that they can hit you with, including the double flapjack, Shades of the Midnight Express.
Able to take the big man off his feet. Finley goes flying. And he eats a chair for his trouble.
Behind the referee's back, a chair to the midsection, pulp friction on the inside. It's Hayes with a chair. Shane Hayes, unloading on the back of Juice Robinson.
And this one's over. Referee rightfully throwing it out with the inclusion now of the steel chair.
And it is Jonah on top, mounting Juice Robinson.
And I mean, that's going to be a DQ victory for FinJuice, but let's not confuse anything. There's no victory for FinJuice tonight, not the way things are going, not the way they want.
And
Jonah teeing up. Whoa! And what?
Is that the shillelagh?
A shillelagh from Finley.
Finley family staple there, battering the chair out of the hands of Jonah, making the save.
And I don't think that we've seen the last between FinJuice and TMDK.
If anything, Ian, this feels like it's just getting going.
The
official announcement, the official word, FinJuice victorious here in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Oh no, it ain't over, but we want it to be over. Let's end this in Chicago.
Oh, baby.
And let's not let a DQ stop us. We don't want no rules.
No rules.
We don't want no DQs. We want a street fight. You two. You bring the bad boy Tito. We'll find a partner, and you three are gonna get your asses beat.
Oh, the challenge thrown out. They want a street fight at Windy City Riot in 2 weeks.
April 16th on FITE. The challenge laid down, and I don't think we're gonna have to wait for the answer because Hayes and Jonah, I think they've accepted on behalf of Bad Dude Tito.
But the question is, who are FinJuice gonna find to fight by their side? Either way, Chicago's gonna get a fight, and I can't wait to see it.
And I can't wait to see what's coming up next for the Strong Openweight Championship. Tom Lawlor, the first and only, looks to make it 8-0 in championship defenses. He will take on the Wild Rhino Clark Connors. That is coming up next, and that is our main event.
sword, 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 sword. Sword, sword, sword.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
This is what I live for.
All right, keep up the hard work, guys. Hey, Royce, where's this one going?
Parts unknown.
Tocon Shop Global. We ship worldwide.
Limelight, you finished those Okada orders yet?
Yeah, with the new Team Filthy shirt, papi.
Genius. Eso, mi gente.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
Once again, the reigning first and only strongest for the longest Openweight champion, Filthy Lawlor. Just another in a long line of pretenders. Just another traitor who learned you don't bite the hand that feeds New Japan strong. And just like every title defense I have, I'm left wondering at the end of the night, who's gonna be next to challenge the champ? You know what? You know what? You're gonna come out here and disrespect us like that? You're gonna disrespect me? You're gonna disrespect me personally? You wanna do it right now? Right now. You wanna do it right now? Right here in Seattle? Give me a f***ing ref. Let's go! Let's go!
It's been 4 years, 24/7, grinding in the dojo to this moment. Tom Lawlor came in and he's represented this company as a true champion. But the face of the company needs to be someone who knows the company, who knows the culture, who's put in the work, and that person is me.
Clark Connors, a lot of people are talking about you like you're the future of New Japan. But you forget where I've been. You forget that I was fighting in the UFC for 10 years, that I was one of the top mixed martial artists on the planet. You can have your pro wrestling pedigree, but I've got all the fighting skills in spades, buddy.
I was ready to fight you in Seattle, and I'm damn sure ready to end you at Strong Style Evolved.
本日のメインイベント、ストロング無差別級王座戦30分一本勝負を行います。
A challenge, a goal, a mission. Nearly 4 years in the making for tonight's challenger. Clark Connors has been battling for pro wrestling acceptance, for pro wrestling glory, and to hone in and deliver on the ultimate trophy kill. Here tonight, the opportunity of a lifetime
Clark Connors, the Wild Rhino, been getting himself in the best shape of his career. Spent the better part of the last 6-8 months fighting with the United Empire, specifically TJP. He rid himself of that demon. And it was on that same tour that he stepped up to filthy Tom Lawlor and said, I want a piece of you. I want that strong open weight championship. Well, right now, right here in St. Petersburg, Florida, this is his opportunity.
TJP.
Challenger, Heavyweight Dojo, Wild Rhino.
TJP was Clark Connors' greatest mentor, also became his greatest rival. When he vanquished TJP, that was the moment that the man with one of the best win-loss singles records in New Japan Strong knew he was ready to take the step to challenge the champion. But the issue that has plagued 7 challengers before him is that he's stepping into the ring with a man that has no visual weakness. A man that can wrestle 40, 50, 60 minutes if he needs to. A man that can strike. A man that can take it to the mat.
And let's not forget, a man that's always got backup.
Clad in denim. You know, let's make no bones about it. You gotta be a bad dude to come out in some of the gear that he does. Denim on denim.
One of 2 mans in pro wrestling who's ever made jorts as cool as they are. I couldn't pull it off. I bet you could try it.
I wouldn't come close, and I wouldn't say a coarse word about it, because Tom Lawlor, you heard it in the video package, 10 years UFC experience, coming to New Japan Strong. He's never lost in one-on-one competition. He is the first, he is the only. He is 7-0 in championship defenses, defeated Brody King in the finals of the tournament to capture the title, and hasn't looked back. And to his credit, Team Filthy have not been involved in the decisions of almost any of those title defenses. He's done this on his own, Matt.
That's a fair point.
赤コーナー、ストロング無差別級初代チャンピオン、183センチ、93キロ、フィリピン。
I'm no scientist, but I'm sure there's some kind of equation out there, some kind of math that tells you what you need to do to stop a boulder that's rolling downhill, because that's the kind of momentum that Tom Lawlor seems to have in these championship situations. And it is Clark Connors who's going to have to figure that math out here tonight in the middle of the ring.
Well, you see the challenger, the Wild Rhino, Clark Connors, new look, new gear, championship gear for the challenger. You see Filthy Tom. As referee Jeremy Marcus calls for the bell, this is our main event this week here, the first week of Strong Style Evolved.
Wait, we know it wouldn't be a Tom Lawlor match though if it didn't start with, I don't know, is this the presentation of the underjorts, if you will?
And again, I mean, you gotta be bad. You gotta be able to fight your way out of something like this.
Denim and tassels, baby. You gotta be a confident man to rock it with that much confidence, but whoa.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought maybe he was just going to wear the pink ones.
But hey, he's got a little psychological game of his own, the Wild Rhino.
Wow. Clark. Oh. Whoa.
From pink to white. The championship whites.
And we've seen it, whether it's Naito or whether, you know, we've seen in the past, when you break out the white, it is for the big matches.
Now taking the head game, playing Tom Lawlor, just as good as Tom Lawlor. Oh, and it's strutting Tom.
Oh, look at Clark Connors!
He says screw that!
Hook the leg, 2, and just a 2 count there.
Yeah, but a 2 count about 10 seconds into this match. German suplex.
Plants him, 2. Just a 2 again.
Clark is starting this at a breakneck pace, huge.
Up and over. Now Black Tiger to the outside. Clark, Connors, oh! With Black Tiger.
Black Tiger eats the brunt of it.
As Filthy Tom getting out of the way. And JR Kratos.
Right in the face of the Wild Rhino.
And this has been a big night already for Kratos and Black Tiger coming.
Whoa, 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 and a second reveal. Letting Kratos know.
And Clark Connors coming around the ring side.
Building up a full head of steam, pouncing. Tom Lawlor right into the rail.
3.
And that may have
4.
Injured a rib, I dare say broken
5.
a rib the way he landed. Oh!
6.
First of all, the impact on the right side
7.
of Connor's shoulder, and then the left side into the barricade is the action in front of us right now.
10.
Watch your legs here.
11. 12.
Tom Lawlor slamming hard into the barricade directly in front of us. Clark Connors is not screwing around.
And thankfully, I don't know if you caught that. I tried to get out of the way.
Not my first rodeo here. Not my first go around.
Things getting a little scary on the outside.
When the action picks up like that, always be on the lookout. As right now, Tom Lawlor looks to drape and lock Clark Connors in over the rope, tying him up.
And gets until 5 with the front face lock. And look at Connors, though. Connors getting back to the inside, even though he's gasping for air at this point. Here's the strength of Tom Lawlor.
Huge slam there.
Planting him down. Here's the cover. 2.
And Lawlor busting a little bit of that amateur hike between the legs to get that slam, get that leverage. You said it earlier on, there seems to be almost no skill gap, no break, no weakness in the armor, in the arsenal that is Tom Lawlor.
I mean, we've seen him against monsters like Brody King, against legends, against young competitors, graduates of the LA Dojo, the LA Dojo Fight Club that has formed itself. And Clark Connors delivering with the forearm, and it's Tom Lawlor connecting again.
But the wherewithal, the fire, the resilience of the Wild Rhino. Keeping him in this one.
And Lawlor now leading Clark to the center of the ring. The snapmare gets him in position to do pretty much whatever he wants as he locks in a variation of the eastern stretch here into almost a Rings of Lawlor, I guess you'd call it.
I suppose you would. And look at the positioning right on top of that New Japan Pro Wrestling logo, right in the center of the ring. That's a perfect spot for a submission if you're going to lock one in. But
cover 2. Great way to counter out of it.
Smart move floating over there. Pressing Tom's shoulders to the mat.
5分経過 5 minutes have passed. 5 minutes.
And I think that speaks to the little things from both men that are going to decide this championship bout. The chop laid in, and here comes Connors.
Turning it right around. Those chops just fired Clark Connors up.
Wild Rhino in control here. Oh, shot to the midsection there.
We know Lawler's so precise with those knees, so much force behind him. All that combat sport experience.
Oh, nobody home. Connors able to get out of the way. Charging in. Shoulder to the midsection here. And maybe trying to take advantage of the ribs that may have been damaged earlier. Oh, great counter.
Looks like Connors might have been going for something like a Northern Light suplex, but immediately Tom Lawlor snatches on that front face lock, wraps the legs. This is really bad position for Clark Connors.
And it's been a series of small adjustments for Lawlor using the momentum of that pendulum that was created, and he just locked in the front face lock. And again, these small adjustments, every time that Connors tries to move back, he repositions the hips, the sit bones. And Connors finally gets to the ropes here. But that's what makes him so difficult. He evolves during the match.
He can adapt to almost any single situation, any fighting style. And add on top of that the swagger and confidence, which honestly goes a lot further than people think. Just having the confidence of knowing you can win is such a mental game in professional wrestling.
And looked like he was going for the sharpshooter instead.
Rolling over and wrapping up into an almost modified STF here.
Absolutely. Legs grapevine and trapped. And the clutch under the chin.
What Connors is going to have to do here is going to have to rely on his absolute resolve. That's something that has pushed him through the last several months, which has put him on the role that has led him to the strong Openweight Championship. That never say die attitude.
We certainly saw it against TJP. That match lasting nearly 20 minutes, back and forth, each man giving their best shot. As Lawlor with a T-bone up and over. Hooks the inside leg, 2.
Just gets 2. Connors stays in this one.
And now just toying with Connors here.
Look, I'm all for the swagger, I'm all for the confidence, but man, someone with the intensity of Clark Connors, I would be a little wary of doing that, of slapping him around. Whoa!
Yeah, you leave the door open, the burglar's bound to break in.
And right here in the middle of the match, and huge!
Oh, and there you go!
Splashing him out of the swagger is Clark Connors. Now comes charging in, and once again, Lawlor able to catch a submission seemingly out of nowhere, wrapping up the arm.
And had the arm in a hammerlock from a leg scissor. Looking for a choke here. Instead, it's Connors breaking it up by backing him into the corner. Now Connors corner, red corner, the blue corner, nobody home.
Stops himself though, luckily. Puts Lawlor to the apron here. Oh! Lightning shot there.
And these two are in this situation in Hollywood at Rivals. Did not end well, if I recall.
Go to Wolf. Huge superplex.
And this time does not end well for Tom Lawlor. Can he make the cover? Can Clark take on the championship here? 2, and it's just a 2 count.
But what a beautiful float over into this attempt, looking for a full Nelson here on the strong open weight champion. Tom Lawlor fighting with everything he's got.
A great move by Connors to force the movement down in addition to trying to lock those fingers. You gotta lock the fingers, and Tom Lawlor might have to get to the ropes.
But if he can just keep Lawlor away from those ropes, away from the rope break, he's got a chance here at locking this in.
For a full Nelson clutch here. Oh, come on! I gave him so much credit earlier.
Yeah, you want to talk about it.
So much credit earlier. A fighting champion, a champion champion, and now we got this monster out here.
Use your tools.
Is he licensed to be here, Matt? Do you know if does he have credentials in the state of Florida?
His credential is that he's JR freaking Kratos and he's on Team Filthy. Those are the only credentials he needs in this matchup.
10 minutes.
The 10-minute mark here, our main event this week.
Oh, whoa! Connors looking for that spear maybe on Lawlor off the apron. We've seen that before. And there, he connects right there.
Finds the opening, connects and delivers on the champion. Thought they were coming back our way instead.
No, but smart move, getting Lawlor right into the ring. That's where you're going to win the championship. That's where you're going to bring home the gold, Clark.
And Clark facing to the outside.
Huge falling elbow.
Hook the leg, cover, 2 new champion, 2.5. Just a 2.5 there.
But you see Lawlor now trying to get his wits about him, a little wobbly here.
And I gotta think, even as you see the 12-pack of Tom Lawlor, those ribs. Catches him.
Great job snatching there, right out of nowhere, right into this sleeper-like hold. Trying to wear down Clark Connors, stop this momentum that he's built up.
Off the ropes, follows him in, Connors, spear, caught the spear. He caught the spear into a front face lock.
Once again, Lawlor able to find these openings and snatch on to a hold from almost nowhere.
And Connors, he has his feet underneath him. He may be able to use his power, but the lights may be dimming here, Matt.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's great strength from Clark there, but how much effort is he doing just to hold Lawlor up there? Good move. Get him into the corner, get him into the ropes, get out of that hole.
And that's a 2-for-1 because that continues the onslaught on the ribs, even though he was just thinking about survival. Ooh. As he plants him down, hooks the leg, 2 and again, just 2 7/8 there.
Beautiful power slam. This is that never say die. That explosive power of the Wild Rhino is what's going to give him these clutch moments, but he's got to close it out here.
Ducks the left. It's again back to the choke. Again. Oh, rolls through, flips through. Looking for that full Nelson.
Looking for it again. He's so close to locking that in, but Lawlor fights with everything he's got. He does not want to give up the championship gold. Dropping Clark into the corner.
And the champion back to the center of the ring, allows Clark to come to him. Oh! Drives him down.
That's gotta be it. What?
1! Just a 1! I've never seen that slam pile driver. And Clark, after that vicious move, back to his feet, the 1 count, the lariat hooks the leg. We can have a new champion here, just a 1 count there.
And Lawlor responding in kind. This is what the Strong Openweight Championship means to everybody here in New Japan Strong.
Locking eyes, throwing forearms. The champion delivers, and now it's the challenger.
Now throwing blows, yeah, dead center of the ring. Mano a mano, goal on the line.
And no one man has the advantage yet. No man has landed 2 in a row yet.
We know how much that championship means to Tom to hold on. Tom Lawlor, that championship defines his legacy, but for Clark Connors, this championship win could cement his career here in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh! Caught him in the millisecond in between the turn and the clothesline. It's Clark Connors rolling through, great counter. Lawlor has a counter for everything, maintains control of the wrist.
Oh! Perfectly placed knee there. 1 to the front, 1 to the back of the neck.
Straight jacket holds him in place, hooks the leg, 2, 3. What a bout.
ただいまの試合13分58秒チャンピオントム・ローラー選手の勝利です。
To me, Matt, that was a tale of 2 matches. The match that occurred before JR Kratos broke up the submission, and the match that occurred afterwards. Clark Connors should rest easy knowing that he gave the champ a fight for his life.
I mean, there's nobody in this building, there's nobody watching at home who can deny that Clark Connors gave everything he had. Tom Lawlor makes it 8-0 in title defenses.
And who will step up next? Who can defeat this man? It doesn't matter the style, the experience. This man is the most finely conditioned, most finely trained.
The first person to step up and crack the code that is the game of Tom Lawlor could find themselves with championship gold, but I have a funny feeling it's going to be a while before we see that.
It may not be someone who's here right now, Matt.
Kratos, do I need to tell them again? Or do they already know? And that's Clark Connors included. Who the strongest for the longest is. If you've been paying attention, you know Filthy Tom has been the champ for coming up on 1 year. And yeah, that's right. That's right. That's more days of happiness than most of you guys have had combined in your whole lives.
Oh, come on.
But if you take a look at it, I've run through
the best that the LA Dojo has to offer. I've run through the rest of the locker room on strong. I don't care. What? Now, I don't care who steps up to the plate. I don't care who wants to fight me. It could be that New Japan's other Tom, Ishii.
Oh.
Maybe the Great Okan. Maybe Blue Just Ass himself.
Oh, come on. Don't insult
I don't care who wants to fight me, but one thing's for sure. I'm gonna decide who gets to fight for the belt. And right now, it looks like Filthy Tom's gonna take a vacation.
Vacation? We got some of the biggest events on the New Japan calendar coming up. We got Windy City.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait a minute. Lawlor, the only man to pin Filthy Tom Lawlor in New Japan, is making his way down to the ring.
We know how much New Japan Pro Wrestling and New Japan Strong in particular means to that man, means to Fred Rosser. So he has not forgotten that championship.
Congratulations, Tom Lawlor, on yet another successful title defense on Strong. Let's give it up for Tom.
It's a heck of a match.
Tom, don't worry, I'm not out here to whoop that ass. I'm out here to challenge that ass.
Ooh.
You know, I've heard you in interviews talk about how my story doesn't matter, how I've never been true to myself. Let me drop some knowledge on you. In 2002, I started wrestling, and from 2003 to 2009, I was told no by WWE over 40 times until I got that one yes. May 4th, 2009, out of 75 guys and girls from all over the world, I beat them all out, and I earned my contract in WWE right here in Tampa, Florida. So don't you tell me my story doesn't matter, because Tom, I know I can beat you. I'm the only man on Strong that has. And you know what, Tom? Sooner or later, you're gonna find out why losing to Mr. No Days Off ain't a bad thing. It's gonna make you, like everybody else, a loser. So Tom, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, I'm your next contender for that Strong Openweight Championship.
The only man to pin Tom Lawlor.
I can't wait another year to have Match of the Year with you again a third time. So what do you say, Tom?
Is he asking to do it now, man?
You think you're ready for the shot? Really? You think you all have a taste? I'll give you a shot when you prove that you're ready for it. My answer, hell no.
Ooh. The wars these two men have are well documented in the New Japan ring. And maybe Tom has a point. The last two attempts, Fred came up short, but Fred has pinned Tom Lawlor in New Japan Strong.
And the only one who's done it. But at the end of the day, champions rules. Unless somebody makes Tom Lawlor defend it against Fred Rosser, Fred will have to keep fighting for that opportunity.
And I think Fred will once again climb back up to the top of the mountain. Fans, thank you so much for joining us here on New Japan Strong. For Matt Raywald, I'm Ian Riccaboni. We hope you join us next week. USOJ Challenge, Chris Sabin taking on Jay White. Happy wrestling, everybody.